Hey, what's going on? Ride with me. If I can get this thing to turn around. Yeah, there we go. All right. Ride with me, ride with me. Yours truly, Brother Hammonds, on a Hump Day Wednesday, midweek. Hopefully, your week thus far has been good, productive, and uneventful. So far, so good with me. Um, as you see on the billboard there, this is OHT. I don't know if anyone has actually coined that phrase or not, or acronym or not, but if they have, then you know what it means. If they haven't, then hey, I'm starting something new. At least that's what I call myself doing. On home time. I'll use that, as I continue on my journey in quest for my CDL, and then eventually doing some OTR there. Now there could be other things in the mix or in the making there, other than just OTR. But I'll have probably have more on that in a little while, or in a as time as things progress. Let's just say that. First things first, I want to get the CDL and then get some experience. And hey, look, I'm not in that camp that says, okay, I've got to have, the rule is 2 years or 5 years or whatever. I'm not in that camp because I've been out in the world for a little while. I've served my country in the military. I'm an Air Force veteran. I've retired from working 25 years in corporate America at a major telecommunications company. And so, um, I know, how it goes. And, and in both of those particular situations there, you get in there, you hit it hard, you learn as fast as you can learn, and you keep on stepping because that's what everybody else is doing. Well, not, and that's not the reason to do it. I mean, if you've got it in you, you keep going. You press on. For some people, it takes a little bit longer than others. But if your ducks are lining up, uh, much like a pro player that's in college or whatever. I mean, hey, you can continue on college. I know people always say that, and some do and some don't. But if you've got an opportunity to play pro ball and make pro money and all of that, then what are you waiting for? I'm a God fearing man, and I know that God doesn't make mistakes. And if He lays out opportunities for you there, and you don't take them, then that's on you, not walking in faith. you know, because when it comes to a lot of different things, you can apply it to many different things. You're never going to be as ready for whatever you can fill in the blank as you think you ought to be, or you or as ready as you want to be. You're only always going to be as ready as you're going to be. And that could vary from day to day. So so yeah, that's where I'm at on that. That's my explanation of my statement. but I'm all for, getting, the fundamentals down, the basics down, and, and then developing, relationships and connections and things of that nature. Because the ultimate thing, the American dream is to have your own thing. And so, that's what I want, just like anybody else. It might not look like everybody else. I might not, and then there's a number of people, YouTubers, YouTube truckers, whatever, that would share in the fact that there's more than one way to get where you want to get. The main thing is to have some kind of plan and to understand, that there's a process. And with that process, you're going to have, uptime and downtime, good things, bad things, whatever. It all comes with the process, or and in the process, I should say. So, at any rate, I digress. Another day at driving school. As a matter of fact, today actually we went to the DMV, and I got my CDL permit. I'll probably put together a video, something like that, a little bit later on, depicting that momentous occasion. Because everyone that's driving now had to start there, had to first get their permit to learn to drive. And so the program, like probably many other trucking schools, is pretty accelerated. We are scheduled to be in trucks driving around by next Monday, and this is Wednesday. Is this Wednesday? Yes, it's Wednesday. So there's that. But it was pretty cool feeling, to get that thing. Um, and actually, what I wanted to actually talk about as I'm riding here, and or share, I should say, is I'm thinking that maybe I'll make it a running series or something like that. I mean, I'm a pretty, easygoing guy, love life, love people, and all of that. But there are certain things that just really kind of not just make you want to say as Arsenio Hall would say, but just kind of gets under the old, not really under the nerves there, because I can always upshift or downshift, depending on the situation. I'm not a rookie in life, so I know how to adjust. And I know how to shut things down as well. But again, as I said, I'm a God-fearing man, so I just try to help people along as best as I can. But I'm in the doggone DMV, and there's many different types of fears that people have in life. Be it speaking or swimming or flying or whatever. Speaking in front of an audience or whatever that is. And then there's people that have a fear of, apparently, of taking tests. I mean, there's like serious anxiety. I mean, there were a couple people that, we rode over with that, they were a little bit uptight, about taking the test there. But what I know that comes with usually less than optimum preparation. Let's just put it like that. Because if you're prepared for something, I mean, really prepared, then you're confident, and it helps reduce the anxiety. And they were a little uptight, but and we were able to talk. I shared some encouragement with them, and they were fine. But in the DMV, when I'm sitting there taking my test, this person pulled up beside me who's all kinds of out of sorts. I mean, she was exhaling all hard and this and that, had questions about this and that and the other, as if, the computer screen that she's sitting before was some kind of alien or something. Like she'd never seen anything like that before. You know, like, why is she here type of deal, and it's like, come on. whose company is she going to work for? Because she's a mess. I'm not trying to judge or anything, but she was a mess. Kind of a tweaker type mess. So I don't know whose truck she's getting on. She's just having a time, huh? Ooh, oh, for goodness sake. I had to focus on what I was doing there, and she was just right there, just right next to it. Because the booths, they're not, really separated or anything. There's just a little divider there, and you're, next to, someone. So if they had like DO or something like that, you could probably smell that. But and hey, I had to stop breathing out my mouth because she's blowing air, and I didn't want to catch a whiff of whatever was coming out of that mouth. You know, I'm not trying to pass out or anything, but at any rate, I had to deal with that for pretty much all four tests. And things on that test that did not get covered really in school. One of them being the anti-lock brakes. Yeah, that was. As you're talking rocket science, and it's something that you can figure out if you know anything. But if there's any instructors out there listening, watching this or whatever, please try to cover everything that could possibly be in the DMV. I'm certain that they get enough feedback from students or whatever that they can structure a program to make sure that everything is covered there. But again, we made it through, no problem. There's something else I was going to touch on. Can't think of it right off the bat there. When I started the video, I was just leaving the sleep center, the American Sleep Center in Rancho Cucamonga. I'll go ahead and give them a plug because I've been spending a lot of time with them, a lot of money with them too, quite frankly. Had to do a sleep study, and I had to stay there overnight, and everything was out of pocket. I talked to one guy that was in my class. He had to do a sleep study too. I had to give them 30 days worth of data, which was actually a long time, to be trying to go through a process there. And again, I reiterate, if you know that you're interested in getting to this career field, to this profession, and you got a neck size that's over 17 inches, and your BMI is 35 or higher, and you're either a little bitty overweight or more overweight or whatever the case may be, and it really isn't just that either. There's other things that will flag you when you go to a school, take your DOT physical. There are other things that can flag you. Those are the top things right there. If you fall into that category, or know someone that is, suggest to them to go and get a sleep test done. Get it done. Just get it on the books, and not one of those home versions either. Get to a sleep center, be it in a hospital or third party or whatever. Get that done. Because if you don't, it will slow down your process by at least 30 days. The guy I talked to, he said he had to provide 90 days of data. Uh, so, do that. More on that later. I'm going to be, I don't know, an ambassador or whatever as it relates to sleep studies and apnea and, the machines and the whole process there. I'll probably do a video, something like that, demonstrating how to put it on and how it looks, when you're sleeping and all of that. Whether you're on home time or on the truck, which would be a learning experience for me because I have yet to do that. And so I'm hoping that the truck that I start out on or whatever, it will have an inverter there, something that I can plug my equipment in, when I go to sleep. And I have two things. In fact, I was there at the sleep center actually picking up the SoCal machine so that my stuff can be sanitized and, killing all the germs. They say it kills about 99% of the germs that accumulate in these machines over a period of time. Uh, because there are conditions or whatever that you're susceptible to just by being on a CPAP or BiPAP machine. Respiratory type stuff. Because you breathe it in and out this stuff, over the night or overnight or whenever you're on it. It could be in the daytime. And so, you have to keep that thing clean or whatever, or you could get some ugly stuff inside you, and then there you are, fixing one issue and creating another. And I'm not going to get deep into it, but there's more to, sleep apnea and or the process or the way it's managed. Is more to that than just the government or someone just messing with you. They're not. It is not even about that. I mean, certainly there's people making money off the machines and off the tests and on and on and on and on. I don't know how it's getting back to how the money is getting back to the companies or whatever. Maybe it's some kind of government charter thing or whatever. I don't know, but it is actually for your health. Yeah, you could actually, die in your sleep or whatever, that sort of thing there. I don't know if you know or remember Reggie White. He used to play for the Green Bay Packers. Well, that's what that brother died of. And he played football. Yeah. He was in shape. He was an athlete. And, but there's some things that you just can't escape. Death being one of them. So, it's something that, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go, obviously. But whatever you can do to try to, prolong that, if not for yourself, for those that depend on you, those that love you, those that like being around you, and that sort of thing, for their benefit, it would benefit you to do something about that, to check that out. So whether or not you are in one of those classic categories of people that are more likely to have a sleep apnea situation, and for the record, I have a slight or mild type of situation there, And it's not one of those things that you're falling asleep at the wheel or anything like that. No, I'm not doing any of that. That's narcolepsy. Um, but if you have a loved one or someone that you know or whatever that they can't sit down for 2 or 3 minutes before they're knocked out, or as soon as they get in the car, they're knocked out, or anything that looks like that, or if they snore really, really loud at night, or at all for that matter, then those are all the signs, no matter what your BMI or neck size or weight is, those are all the signs of, there might be a little issue there. There might be an apnea situation there. They may not be, they might be breathing in or inhaling just fine, but they might over and over and over again. Not breathing. Imagine that. Not breathing. um, you know, something about it. I picked up the SoClean machine, so that I don't have to, be finding a faucet or something like that to, drain the hose and, and use swabs and whatnot to clean out the I can remember. Anywho, I am going to head on to the Ponderosa and chill. Get ready to stay out there on that hot yard, doing air, getting that down, 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 pat, and hopefully sometime next week, I'll be trying to, test, do the physical driving test for the CDL itself, and hopefully have some good news for you. But I'll keep you posted as the journey continues, and so always imparting. Be blessed. I want you to, and if you can get that blessing to you, then be a blessing to someone else. Okay. I'm Brother Ham for you. I'm out.